So guys, I am here in the city of Dubrovnik. Now, if you watch this channel enough, you know that I do an awful lot of traveling. And when I do travel, I usually try to find something RC related. I'll take you to a store, or I'll show you some side of hobby shop. Now, research shows me that Dubrovnik has no RC stores at all. To counter that, I brought my own RC car. Now this one is 1/24 scale, rear wheel drive, short course truck from Serpent. I believe there's also a buggy version of this, and I'm pretty much sure the chassis is pretty much the same, but I've chosen for the short course version, as you can see here. So pretty simple packaging, just a cardboard box, and these were sealed up when I received it. I pulled them off to reveal the windows. So it's a mini RTR Spyder SC here, you know, some details of what's inside the box. You can see the short course truck in there, which actually has its stickers already applied, which I already applied them. Pretty simple standard box. Inside the box you do get your USB charger, instruction manual, and of course your radio transmitter. Now the car itself looks pretty good actually. Standard short course style, short course colours, you know, typical of Serpent. Now Serpent do make much larger short courses and buggies also. They typically do make 1/8 scale buggies to race competitively also. This one I was very interested in because of the Serpent branding. You can see clear windows, Serpent on here, Serpent on here. It is held on with body clip. Stickers are pretty much typical of a Serpent design. The wheels themselves do not have any wheel nut in there. I'm not actually sure how they're held on. Also the tires, there is no foam in there. There's nothing in there, in fact. Those are solid rubber tires. You do have some sort of suspension in the front, but there's no springs or friction shocks or anything. In fact, it's just a very, very bendy piece of plastic as the A-arm, as you can see here. So very bendy A-arm on the front, as acting as a suspension. Now removing the body, you will see that there is actual a rear pod here that looks similar to a solid rear axle. Single spring in the middle here, supported onto this body mount, and that acts as your rear suspension, as you can see here. There are a couple of trailing arms attaching it to the main portion of the chassis, and that is your rear suspension. It is a little bit bouncy, but for a car this small, this light, it should be sufficient. Center of the car is going to be your receiver and ESC, and somewhere in there is going to be a servo, which is all covered, you cannot see it. On the front you do have a very, very flexible bumper, and these body mounts themselves are really, really flexible. So the whole structure of the chassis is really, really flexible, should be able to take some impact. Now one little worry I did think about is the battery. Now the battery is held in place, it is a priority battery, and there is just two little switches here that hold it in place, and you flick those open and you remove the entire battery unit out of the car, like so. This is a one cell 300 milliamp 20C discharge battery. Now where you would buy a replacement, I have no idea, but anyway, that goes in there, clips in there, and you just flick those switches to lock it in place. Now in all honesty, the chassis does look a little bit toy grade, if anything, and I was a little bit weary of the performance of this. Before I go any further, I've just met a new friend from Malaysia.
Oh, what's up?
This is Lee.
What's up?
Say hello guys. So
hi.
While I'm talking to him, why don't you guys check out this running footage? Now in terms of speed, it is definitely not the fastest small little car out there, but it is not slow for its size either. It controls well, and the suspension kind of works as well. Easily controllable as long as you remember this is rear wheel drive and is not a four wheel drive, so be careful on those turns. Now, in all honesty, after testing this little thing, it drove well, the gyro works well, it tracks straight, it keeps control as long as you don't over throttle it on the turns. I was pleasantly surprised. If you do want to buy this, the link is down below. If you like this video, press a like, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video back in UK. In the meanwhile, please feel free to enjoy one of these.